Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'm just going to put the disclaimer up real quick. And now we're back. Okay, so yesterday I showed the income disclosure statement for 2020. I am currently on the Wayback Machine, okay, because I wanted to show the income disclosure statement from 2018, just to show the difference between the two. So here is the income disclosure statement from 2018. Yes, apparently they still have the 35 to 45% gross profit from each item sold. So I was wrong there, so I'm correcting myself. They did have that on there. Where they did not have it was on their website. Okay, it always said 45% commissions, but their income disclosure statement said 35 to 45%. Now, this is where the difference is, you guys, and I just wanted to point this out. So, this is the 2018 right up on the screen. Now, down at the bottom where it says Lux Jet Setter, it says less than 0.03%, and their highest monthly bonus was $174,000. All right, and star consultants are still almost 70%. Directors are 18%. Now, when I click forward on here is the 2020 income disclosure statement. Star consultants are still 69%. Regular consultants are 4.39%. It used to be 6.42. 6.42, now it's 4.39. The star consultant, 69.43. Directors, 18.48. Okay, so we're going to skip forward to the new one. Directors went up whole 0.12%. Yay. And now look at the difference. Lux Jet Setter is 0.01%. It's not less than 0.03. They're just being honest. It's 0.01% of people are Lux Jet Setters. And like I said yesterday with the Frank's Divas, they were probably before the major cancellation and wave of people quitting. They were probably Lux Jet Setters, and they lost that rank. And that's why she's doing all these videos pushing for recruits and to get those recruits to get more recruits because she wants to be that Lux Jet Setter. Now, if you're on Frank's Divas team and they say, we're this close to being a Lux Jet Setter, no, she is. They are, not you. Okay, you're still going to be the star consultant. You're still going to be the baby director or whatever else you are underneath them. You will never reach Lux Jet Setter. They will, not you. Just reminding you of that. And when you are on a team with the Franks, you are their customer. Okay, you are their customer. You are a consultant, yes, but you are the Franks customer. And as your customer, they are having you work for them. So is that slavery? Huh? Just thinking out loud here. So you look at the difference between the income disclosure statement and you see that it went from $174,000 to $237,000 for the highest monthly bonus paid. You see that it's 10 cents and $99 from 2020. Now let's look at the Star Consultants, what it was in the previous. $12.94 was your average monthly bonus. Lowest monthly bonus went up from 10 cents or went down. It used to be 10 cents, now it's 68. And highest monthly bonus, $54.23. So you just look at the difference between these numbers. I mean, the lowest monthly bonus for a consultant was 68 cents. Star consultant went down to 10 cents. And then director is $15. $15. Then you look at the 2020 where it's a little bit more honest. Lowest monthly bonus for consultant, 10 cents. Another 10 cents. $2.25. And then this is where the Frank's Divas little video. The lowest monthly bonus paid, they said it was like $186. Where did they get that figure? Because it's not on any of these things. The average premier director makes $174.80. $174.80. So yeah, the income disclosure statements. Lily wants to start playing ball, so she's using her ball to entice Daddy to take her outside. So if you hear the squeak in the background, it's Lily. So new releases are about to drop, so I'm just going to hit the shop button, and we're going to refresh this page. Lily, you're a goof. And I'm going to go over Papa Crappy for today because in about 30 seconds it should refresh and show us all the new releases. So just a reminder, this month, if you join Paparazzi, which I'm amazed the Franks haven't done a video about the bling bag that you get for joining. Yay. I'm shocked, Franks Divas. And I have another little enticing little fun thing for later. And I will have to put my disclaimer up when we start going over their videos in this video because I want to make sure that that is out there. Frank's Divas, your fakey cease and desist letter that you sent to my Gmail account, no. I can comment on your videos and rebut what you're saying, rebut what you're saying, and I can speak truth to what you're not saying. That is not disparaging you. It's speaking truth. And I don't have to cease and desist when I'm using your content for fair use. If you don't want me to use your content, do not put it on social media or YouTube. Okay? Just saying. So let's see if this stuff is showing up with new releases yet. So let's see if it will refresh. Because it is officially noon. Oh, here they come. Dun, dun, dun. New releases. Okay, let's go. So we have Dainty Desire in silver. It's a choker with little hearts. Yay. This came out yesterday. It's long. It's called Revolving Refinement. And the pearls look like they have little circles around them, so it's like a fidget spinner or something. Yay. That's not new. That's not new. Not new. Oh, look, it's in red now. Luck of the West is in red because everyone wants horseshoes around their neck. Let's see. Ooh, this is going to be gone really fast, you guys. It's Cosmic Coronation. It's back. They are really desperate to get people to buy stuff, so they're putting these things back out so people will fill up their carts and check out. Let's see if that will still be there in a few minutes. Then we have Urban Palace. It's not palacey enough for me. Oh, look, it's back. Feeling Inside Pendant. I remember when this came out in green. It's not fancy. Oh, the hearts are back with the Tiffany style lock. Yay. What's this one called? If You Lust. Yeah, you know, okay, comment. If you lust after money, like the paparazzi huns do, this is an apropos named piece for them. Another heart. Finding My Forever. In white with fringe on top. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry. The rings haven't really had a lot of stuff. Oh, look, the Shielded Shimmer. Oh, look, more stuff has dropped because it just went down. Let's see what else is there. Or did the Coronation sell out? Oh, nope. Coronation is sold out. It's gone. I told you it was going to be gone fast. It's gone now. Royal Guru in black. It's another hoop with leather braided in it. Yay. Fried eggs in black. Industrial Antiquity. A teardrop that's hammered. Regal Roulette. These are not new. Those, not new. Those are cute. I would probably wear those if they weren't paparazzi. So I guess I'll go hit up the store and see if anything. Oh my God, with the barrettes. Okay, I want to know what these say. It's called What a Sweetheart. Okay, what does What a Sweetheart say? All right, so here's the close-up of them. They look like they have candy in them. And it says, a flirtation collection of red, white, and pink hearts flutter back and forth inside a clear plastic frame, creating a charming and eye-catching pop of color. Features a standard snap hair clip on the back. $5. Those can be yours for $5. Because everyone wants those for $5. And then we've got the little sending your love with little sweetheart things on them. Brass bangles. The Mandela has not sold out, neither is that. Lily, Daddy's not taking you to play ball yet. Cutely crushing. Okay, so a lead-based filled flower with pink pearls. If you went to Lead Safe Mama recently, she recently did a bracelet, a plastic bracelet, and it had extremely high levels of mercury in it. Mercury poisoning is kind of a bad thing, all right? Top shelf shimmer in purple. I wouldn't pay $5 for that. Blooming bling. I told you the sunflowers were coming back. Flower patch picnic. Huh? All right. Terrazozo. Wow. Terrazozo? Territory? I can't even say that, but it's just fugly. Oh, and look, a heart piece. A heart, little heartbreaker. To go with the heart necklace, I'm sure. So, anywho, there's that. Yay. So let's go into this real quick, and I'm gonna go back to where we are going. So let's go back and do some Frank's Divas. So let me put my disclaimer up one more time to CYA. This channel is to tell my personal story, to share experiences of others, and content is shared under fair use. And I'm commenting and criticizing and teaching and educating. I don't own this footage, and I don't exactly agree with what is in the said footage. So here we go. All right. While I was going through the Frank's Divas videos the other day, I was kind of comparing the roadmaps and the topics and the titles of their videos to my religious upbringing. Okay, attitude of gratitude is something that they talk about in Mormon General Conference. Okay, recruiting journey review. And again, why is everything called a journey? Religious journey, business journey, because you can't call it a business opportunity because it's not business. And you're not owning a franchise and you don't own your own company. So you can't call it any of that. So what do MLMs call it? They call it a journey. Okay? And then we've got the personal development, how to raise your energy. I'm amazed this one didn't go off on prayer, to be honest. And getting started in your presentation. Now, I'm amazed they don't give you the old standard flip charts of Mormon missionaries, but, you know, that's kind of what the book is that you get in your starter kit, that paparazzi book with all the stuff you have to read through and the flip charts, and then they have all their motivational, prettied up mission statements and shit. It's very similar to what Mormon missionaries have to do to learn how to proselytize and convert people. Okay, I never went on a mission. I never served a mission for the Mormon Church. I'm just very familiar with all of it. Because certain family members of mine keep sending the missionaries to our front door. Right, Lily? Yes. So, which one did I want to talk to you guys? I did want to do the power in your story because I cannot stand the freaking crocodile tears. I cannot stand that. So we will do Brittany's Let's Talk About Good Leadership, and then we'll go up to the closed questions. So here we go.
Business owners want to take everything on. All this time I thought I was being an entrepreneur. I've been.
Hi, my name is Brittany Frank Goodwin, and I am here to talk to you about what good leadership looks like. So, what is that?
I love that she always wears colors that blend her into the background. I mean, pink crushed velvet. She's wearing her fashion fix, blingy, gunmetal whatnots. But why is she always wearing something that blends her into the background and makes her look extremely, I hate saying this, white? But she does.
Well, sat and have gone back and looked at things from my past, and you guys, good leadership is showing up for your team. Good
Was that really supposed to be a first take? I would have been like, okay, if I was the director, I'd be like, okay, cut. We got to start that over.
leadership is being there, and it does not matter if you're having a good day, a bad day. You are going to be there, and you be consistent, and you show up. It doesn't matter if that person isn't buying anything or if they are hitting a certain rank. You love everybody the same. I come from a place that I was bullied horribly as a child,
I
and
don't
even
believe
into
that.
junior high and high school. You guys, that has brought so much to me that you have no idea. By you just being that light, and
I'm just calling bullshit here. I don't believe that. She looks like one of the girls that was the mean girl to me in high school. Okay? Just like Michelle Larson Johnny, I'm pretty sure she was among those who were the mean girls to people like me in high school. So I don't believe she was bullied, and if she was, I don't mean to discount it, but I honestly do not believe that. I think it's a tugging at the heartstrings kind of thing, and I don't believe it, because a lot of the stuff that I feel when I watch these videos, it feels incredibly scripted and incredibly fake. And I can spot fake pretty well. Okay, most of us can if we've been mistreated in our lives. We can spot fake pretty damn well. We know when someone's trying to get something from us. We know when someone's trying to pull us in and try to sell us on something. I mean, when you go to a car dealership, you can always tell which salesperson is more hungry for a sale, or which one is really good at schmoozing. When I go to a car dealership, if I have a guy like that, I'm like, get that guy away from me. I want to deal with the guy who's like a newbie who needs to learn the ropes. I would rather be the one that the person trains on than deal with that scumbag over there. Okay?
it's not what are you doing, what's going on. It's just showing up and saying, how are you doing? You do not just look at people and say, oh, I'm only going to give attention to this person because they're a leader. No, you love everybody, because as you get to know people, as you get to know their situation there, and you praise them for the things that they're doing right, that if they went live and they only did it once, that's great. You give them praise. You look at them, and you as a leader, you keep growing. You don't just sit back. Don't be the dictator. Don't be the micromanager. You are there to inspire people. So you should be growing yourself. You should be talking to other leaders that are doing great. Read self-help books. There are so many things out.
She talking to Patty Shevlin right now? Is she talking to the people in her downline that became the compliance police? Is she talking to the people that honestly don't give two craps about the people once they sign up? Because she's kind of calling them out. I actually appreciate this video, but again, some of the stuff feels fake and scripted. But, you know, at least she's calling people like Patty P.P. Shevlin out.
There for you to grow and move to the next level. That's what you need to do, that you are showing up and you are going to be there as a support, as a cheerleader, and it does not matter what the type of person is, what they look like. Do not judge them. You give them love. You be there as a beacon of hope, because you have no clue what they're going through and what that person is capable of.
Okay, you've said that twice now, Brittany. And here's another thing I've noticed. When it was Karen Todd that called the scientist and then begged basically Jerry not to put her on tea time, and she kept saying the same thing over and over and over again. Please don't, please don't. I was wrong, I was wrong. You know, yeah. But you don't need to say the same thing over and over. We heard you the first time. Okay? We did. We heard you the first time.
There are people that I have underestimated, that they have jumped leaps and bounds. but it's because I was a friend. That's what you need to do. You give them ideas. You love them. You just show them that you are there, and you will have a team that will show support. They will have your back, and they will jump leaps and bounds, and you will just grow organically just by you loving them and you being there. That's all that it takes. So if you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below if you'd like more leadership tips, and hope you have a wonderful day.
I actually would consider liking that if I couldn't stand them so much. But that one's actually pretty right on the mark. And I hope people like Patty Shevlin actually watch that and pay attention to what's being said, because it's true. You know, you have to show up for everybody. You can't play favorites. Because when you do that, you're kind of causing, what's the word I'm thinking of, babe? Where people play favorites and then it causes an issue at work with morale. It's a morale issue. I just talked myself through it. Thanks, babe. I love you. By the way, it's my hubby's birthday today. Let's see. Where is it? Where's his little circle chart? Oh, here it is. Okay. Presenting the opportunity. Here we go. It's going to be hard to hear this guy.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you about the tools of presenting. So my sister talked about the 3 key points to remember in presenting.
Speak up, Robbie.
The messenger, not the message. Okay, so being the presenting the message is what we're going to talk about now with some presenting tools. Okay, so there's 4 main presenting tools that I'm going to talk to you about today, or right now. And what the first one is going to be is the one that's, what's great about this one is you don't even have to worry about it. You don't have to film this one. It's up there. It's for you. It's called the opportunity presentation. Okay, and in the next video down below, we've got an example of it. But the opportunity presentation is a great way in order for people to understand why paparazzi is so.
In sales talk, it's called the elevator speech. You get 40 seconds or less to tell somebody about the opportunity.
Awesome. And in the presentation, the opportunity presentation, there's 5 key elements that it goes into. There's the product that it goes into and talking about why the product's so awesome and why it's going to be continually awesome and it's a great market for the product. The second one is the company, why the company's awesome, why it's here.
It's not a great market for the product anymore. People are throwing it away in droves. People are sending it back to paparazzi corporate. People are pissed about the product, especially with Lead Safe Mama and Tea Times test lab results and people who have had medical issues when they stopped going near their inventory and they put it away and they started feeling better, but when they realized they needed to get it sold so they could recoup some of their cost and they start interacting with it again and the headaches come back and then the vertigo comes back. Lily's very upset about this. Daddy, we want to go play ball. Huh. Yes. So she's going to get very barky in a second. But all of those things, you made Mommy lose her train of thought, Bubs. All right, we'll go back to Robbie here.
Say why the founders are so cool. The next one is support. What type of support you have as in a direct sales company. The next one is the compensation plan, or the third one's compensation plan, the fourth one's support, and the compensation plan. Can you make money with it?
And as you can see right here, here's the compensation plan. You can make $12.38 in a month. You know, just say there's the compensation plan. There's the money you can make because most people don't get above star consultant. It's the truth. And those who become director usually only stay director for a couple of weeks before that goes away. And if you're a director and you're making over 10 grand a month, you are really encouraging those ladies to buy. So, here we go.
You make money part-time and you make money full-time. And the last one is timing. Is this a good time to join this type of company? Is it too late? Is it too early? Is it a good time? We're talking about why this time right now is a perfect time to get started. So that's opportunity presentation. It's awesome. We want you to definitely check it out.
Again, why do they want you to get started? Why do you want to start with the opportunity? Why are they pushing for recruits? Why? Because they have lost a shit ton of people in their downline. They need to rebuild their downline because people left and people are not buying anything and people are opening their eyes. You know, I hate breaking it to you guys, but ever since that LuLaRich documentary has come out, the MLM movement, people researching MLMs, finding out about them, MLMs are going to eventually die out. Because I hate to break it to you, but the younger generation is a pretty much smarter generation. I'm gonna give Caroline, Tracy Reed's daughter, Caroline Reed, mad props here. That chick is smart, okay? And it didn't come by, her not sticking her head in the sand. She is smart. And she has a very articulate and very smart mother who encouraged her to learn. And that's what a lot of the younger generation is doing. Not only are they tech savvy, but they also use their brain. Okay? And I hate saying this, but I came from Utah, okay? I lived in a fucking bubble, okay? I was naive and dumb for a very, very long time because I lived in that bubble. I lived in that bubble up until the age of 23, okay? I was naive. I didn't understand the world. I didn't understand a lot of things. And here's the other thing. I was a fat girl in high school, so I didn't get a lot of dating in, so I didn't understand, relationships very well. But when my eyes were opened up to that bubble with the start of Proposition 8 and when the Mormon Church came out with the proclamation to the family, and were really pushing us spinsters. I was considered a fucking spinster at 23 years old. I was 23. I hadn't even finished college yet. I was 23 years old. I bought my first condo when I was 20. And I was paying a mortgage and working my ass off in mortgage servicing, doing collections and foreclosures and bankruptcies. And I was learning stuff about the world, but I was still extremely naive and stupid. Okay? Naive and stupid. But when I finally broke away from the LDS church and stopped going to church and started looking outside of that bubble, I learned a lot more about the world. Okay? And a lot of people, a lot of younger kids in the LDS faith in Utah are looking outside that bubble and they're not really into organized religion. Okay, so in Utah, there's the fundamental church and then there's the Mormon church. And the fundamentalists are the polygamists with multiple wives, sister wives, and all that crazy shit. And then there's the Mormon church where there's a lot of kids. Now, kids, the younger generation, they don't come home from their missions and get married right away and start pumping out babies right away. Okay, what they are doing, because they know the way the world is right now, they are going out and getting their education. They are getting a job. They are building up their savings. They are trying to be smarter financially because if they do start pumping out babies, how are they going to afford them? Okay, and a lot of the younger generation saw their parents get wrapped up in multi-level marketing schemes like Young Living, doTERRA, Yonique, paparazzi jewelry, and they saw their moms lose a fucking fortune on these companies, while people like the Franks were buying multiple houses and building big-ass garages to hold all of this inventory. Okay, and rent, sorry.
And that's going to be your homework assignment, is making sure you watch the opportunity presentation. So when you push people to this, you actually know what's going on there and why it's a great tool to use. Okay, so the second one to do is just a very simple thing. It's called a three-way call or a three-way group chat. So
no. You don't push people to do anything. And if you push somebody to do something, they're going to leave a lot sooner than they want to. It's called quality over quantity. He wants quantity recruits because he needs to get that rank. But he doesn't want quality recruits. He wants quantity. If you're going to build your business and you're going to do it ethically and responsibly, you want to be honest. You want to do it with the heart of a teacher. You want to be upfront with people. I don't see that in this video.
So if you have a person that after you shared your story and they have some questions about the opportunity, get on with a leader, get on it with a fellow teammate, or a fellow paparazzi sister, and get on a little group chat and just say, hey, I've got this friend that she's interested in the opportunity. Would you mind helping me answer some questions for her? So very, very easy way just to kind of be in a little group chat. And what's great about that is, again, what my sister talked about is you're creating the emotional bond with the potential person, and the team member, the leader, is helping to create another sort of advice out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. You shall know my word. So it's kind of a way to be able to have another point of view, another person's.
That's straight from the Book of Mormon, that last sentence.
Kind of word on the opportunity. Okay. The third one is a what do I do video. Okay, so we have an example of that down below as well. But what it is, it's just going into, it's a shorter video, and this is what's great about this video versus the opportunity presentation. Opportunity presentation is anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So it's a little bit longer, but it has very good information on there. The what do I do video is about a 4 to 5 minute video. And this is one that we want you to record, and we're going to have you practice on this. But it goes into saying, who am I, or who's the company?
You can't
what is
even
it?
say it.
So it's kind of who, what, why, and how. Okay, so who's the company? What is the product? Why do you want to do it? And how? Kind of like the call to action next. So it's going to be a short 4 to 5 minute video. We'll have an example down below and some prompts in the workbook on how to kind of film this video and have you have you use that as a presenting tool. Okay.
Oh, so instead of the my why, we're doing the presenting the opportunity and practicing the elevator speech on a video. Okay. All right, then.
It's a very simple way that we've seen a lot in paparazzi. It's called the opportunity live. So what it is if you're going live selling the product a bunch of times, 1 day a week, maybe twice a week, you just get on, you don't sell the product at all, and you just talk about the opportunity. Just say,
okay. You know, here's a great truth here. You could go live every single day. You could go live and do a marathon live every single day and ask people to like and share your thing on social media. You can talk about the opportunity. I never did. I just showed the product and tried to get sales. Okay? And I had a conversation with someone in my upline, and I just said to them, okay, I'm going live every single day. I did 4 hours in a row every single day for the entire week. Okay? And I did different times to find what time of day worked for my shoppers. And I never got new customers. I never got new sales. And, you know, she told me that I had too many consultants on my page. I'm like, well, sometimes consultants buy from me because I get the hot item. And I knew that. But she told me to remove all those consultants from my page so they wouldn't see my lives and they wouldn't share my stream. And that's when my business started to plunder. And that advice came from someone in the Frank's direct downline. Just putting that out there.
hey you guys, I'm going live on Thursday at 3 o'clock, and I want to talk about the opportunity for anybody that wants to join. And sometimes people have posted a question like, hey, if you have any questions, put them in the feed or personal message me, and I'll make sure to answer them on the opportunity live. But if no one answers anything, or you don't really know what to talk about, no one's really like engaging with you on the opportunity live, a couple things that you can go over as like a structure, we'll have this in the workbook, is tell your story. We talked about the importance.
If anyone gets this workbook, I really want to see what this workbook is. So if anybody who's watching this video gets that workbook, if it's in a PDF, please email it to me.
Telling your story and creating that emotional bond, right? Telling your story, you can go into some of the what do I do video points on there, like who's the company, what is the product. You can go into the jewelry, some of the starter kit stuff, and just make it an open forum. Just kind of be like, hey, I'm not here to try and sell you up, I'm to sell you and kind of be salesy and spammy and pushy. Hey, I'm just here to answer questions. Okay, it's super easy. Okay, another one you can talk about is the idea of like, hey, guess what? On the opportunity live, there's a difference in the discount with signing up, which is perfectly fine. Sign up for the discount, you get it cheaper, or the actual business opportunity and how you can help them in the business opportunity and make some extra money, especially during the holidays or any time of their life. Okay, so these are really important tools for you to be able to use with your prospects, in especially after you invite them, inviting them to present. And the next little part, I'm going to show you how this process works with how to tell your story, how to push them to the presenting tool, and how to follow up on both. So stay tuned. And a really cool tool
Wow,
to
that
wrap
was a strange
all
cut.
these different presenting things that we just talked about in your story is called Linktree. If you've heard of this or not, it's a really cool tool that you can go into. It's free. There's a paid version, but you don't really need to use it. But what it is, it's a link tree. It's just one link that has a bunch of different links inside of it. Okay, so we'll have a little link down below that you can click there and kind of get started with it. But what we want as an idea with the link tree is have your story. So we want you to record your story and have a video of that. You can post it on YouTube, or we can have a couple different places that you can post it. But we want your story there that you can push people to. Like, hey, if you're out and about, like on a face-to-face, hey, go check out my link tree, and it has my story on there. Cool? So you can have your story link on there.
Not cool.
You can have your what do I do video on there, because we want you to record that as well. And then you can have the opportunity presentation link in there. And if you're not quite there to do the what do I do video, just put in your story in there, basic minimum that you want in there. The opportunity presentation link in there. We want your Facebook business page in there.
All right, I can't anymore. I just can't. So, are you guys telling everybody to upload all this stuff to YouTube so we can flood YouTube with pro? Oh, I love where I paused there. So we can inundate YouTube with paparazzi propaganda.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's all paparazzi propaganda. Even hubby thinks so. And Lily seems to be happy because she just got to play ball. So no more barking from Bubby. Yeah. Okay. So what else is he talking about? I want to get to this stupid flow chart, so I guess we'll have to finish it.
There where you're selling, you can put like your website if you have a website, or like your replicated site in there. So it's a really cool tool in order to put a bunch of information of how people can contact you in one spot. Okay, I want to talk to you about the process of we've talked about finding, we've talked about telling your story and adding that curiosity element to it, and making sure you're the messenger, not the message. And we talked about the inviting and the different steps, the 8 steps. Remember the 8 steps? And now we've been talking about the presenting tools. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about the process of how to invite and how to use the process to be able to invite them to the presenting tool. Okay, so here's the potential person that shows a little bit of interest, or you want to kind of push them to the opportunity, and then here's the presenting tool. Okay, so what you're going to do is right here first, you're going to come over here, and you're going to tell your story. And remember.
Okay. Here's you. Here's your conversion, and here's the church. When you're married in the Mormon church, it's a marriage of 3. You, your spouse, and God. If you remove God, your marriage will fail. Yeah, they say that. They tell you if you remove God from your marriage is doomed to fail. All I can say is this: my husband and I have never had God in our marriage, and our marriage is just fine.
We know the importance of telling your story because it creates an emotional bond. Especially, my mom talked about the importance of adding a little emotion to it. If you add emotion,
Yeah,
and curiosity,
crocodile tears.
it
Get
creates
those in there.
that power and vulnerability. Okay, it's really cool. But
There's
tell
power
your story,
and
and your story
vulnerability.
is important and special to everyone. Okay, so you create that bond with them, and from that, they have a little bit more. You have a little bit more credibility with the person that they're willing to invite them over to the presenting tool. So over here,
yeah.
that
Share
last
your
step we talked about
conversion
invite,
why
so
you're
you can
Mormon.
invite, use some of those steps and different approaches we talked about over here. And then from here, the presenting tool is, if you do the opportunity presentation, is doing the presenting for you. How awesome is that? So they're doing the presenting, okay? So right here, we've gotten, you found the person, so that's step 1. Yesterday we talked about step 2 is inviting. Step 3, we're on presenting. And the next step we're going to be talking about is going to be over here. Hopefully that they'll be able to follow up back with you. So guess what?
So you tell them your story about why you're Mormon. Then you invite them to come with you to church one day. Then the church does all the presentation. And then you follow up to see if they want to come back. Missionary 101.
We don't want them to just have the ownership of just following up. So you want to make sure you follow up with them as well. So I would say, don't leave it in their control in following up. Even like with my mom, we talked about the 8 steps. Make sure you're the one following up with them. Make sure you do it. So it's this idea of telling the story, creating the bond, inviting them. The tool over here is doing the presenting for you, and then you're following up with them right there, or vice versa, in order to be able to make sure you answer the questions, make sure you kind of get there, and hopefully from that point, you're able to help sign them up and become a paparazzi. consultant. So hopefully this makes sense. If you have any questions, let us know, and you'll be able to start signing people up and get that goal of hitting the core rank. Okay? Remember, always love your life.
Okay. Where's the end of the circle? He didn't finish the circle. He didn't complete the circle. So let me just go back a little bit here. All right. So you go to the story, you go to the invite, presenting tool at church. Then there's potential that they may go back. So you follow up with them, and then you just continue to present the tool until they officially sign up. But you didn't finish that part because you have to keep presenting to the people all the time. You have to constantly go out there and find recruits, or in the Mormon church, conversions, because it's all about the numbers game. Because if you don't have those conversions, you don't get that tithing money. And if you don't get that tithing money, the church can't build those new temples and have their Fortune 500 conglomerates and all the stocks in Coca-Cola and the City Creek Mall. That's just a couple of things. But, no. Just, So, anyway, yeah, I'm going to be done with this one for the day. I think I've hit my pain threshold, so I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Tomorrow we'll dive into a couple more of these awful things, and I'm glad you got to see the coronation before it went out of the back office, or out of the store, because I keep calling it the back office, but it's the store, okay? All right. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate all three.